Vlogging solo today, although Pete is behind the camera.
I'm here.
This is a bit of a different one today. This is going to be about my love of the Harry Potter franchise and a little walk through my collection of Hufflepuff stuff. But as you can see, I'm wearing the new Hogwarts House Spirit jersey for my house of Hufflepuff, and now we're going to cut to me opening my package yesterday. More magic mail!
Woohoo! There it is.
This is special magic mail because it's birthday magic mail.
Yes.
And my birthday isn't until the end of November. But Pete did say, when you see something you want, you do need to just buy it, because we've all been stung like that, haven't we? We've left something and then you can't get it. So.
Yep.
And Pete said I could have it now.
Happy Crimber birthday, miss.
My birthday's not that close to Christmas, is it? Ooh. Oh, it's packaged up. Like oh, wow.
It's a pack in a pack.
It's packaged up like it's owl mail. Like Hedwig's dropped it on.
Cool.
Oh, that is very, very cute, isn't it? That is. I'm going to have to take a quick picture of that.
Hang on, viewers, while Pippa does some Insta spamming.
Follow us on Instagram.
Broadways_away. The person with BroadwaysAway doesn't even use their BroadwaysAway account.
No, it's very annoying. We have to have that underscore, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So it's a Spirit jersey. But finally, the house ones are available over here in the UK.
Well, it's shiny. Hufflepuff badger.
And it says across the back, obviously.
Hufflepuff. It's in pottery writing as well.
Yes.
Let's get a close up. Hang on.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Ooh.
Yeah, it's got that stylised writing.
In fairness, I was actually going to get this. Was on my list of things to get, wasn't it? In Orlando,
definitely. If
we get to Orlando this year, because they had them in the Wizarding World at Hollywood, which I saw on Instagram. Hadn't seen they'd got to Orlando yet, and then one of my lovely online friends WhatsApped me and said, "Pippa, they've got them in the it's the Making of Harry Potter tour at Leavesden's online shop."
Right.
And you can get them in all houses, of course, everybody. So get your house puffs up the puffs.
Gonna try it on.
Badge of power. What now?
Yeah.
Oh, and these are, so people know, £45.
Right, we come back for the try on. And she's in. There she is. Okay, fashion show.
Yeah, it's not normally my colour, but does it look okay?
It looks alright, matches your hair.
Did you? Yeah. And I have got my...
Oh, your little puff things on.
Got my Hufflepuff bracelets on. So,
there you go, you got it.
When I plan to go to the Leavesden tour once again with a friend, because of course I can't go this year, I will be suitably puffed up. So I am to Harry Potter what Pete is to Star Wars. And I first got into Harry Potter by two good friends of mine called Heather and Alex. And Heather I was working with at the time, and she said, this was many, many years ago, Alex has come home from school with this amazing book that he's got to read. And it's all about this boy who finds out he's a wizard, and he goes to this school and has these adventures. She said, it's a children's book, but I'm really, really enjoying it. She said, do you want to borrow it when I'm finished? So I said, okay, give it a go, why not? And the fandom began. I then saw the film, which I thought was absolutely superb. It was exactly how I imagined Hogwarts and all the paraphernalia that goes with it to be in my head when I read the book. Heather and I then became Harry Potter besties, and we watched every film at the cinema on opening day, from Chamber of Secrets onwards. We even went to the midnight showing of Deathly Hallows. We also went to the midnight release of the Deathly Hallows book a few years before that. So we have been committed to the Harry Potter franchise.
Proper fans.
Proper fans. I now work with her son Alex, who has a Harry Potter tattoo. I haven't gone that far. But yes, it's kind of weird how it's all gone full circle. So that's how I got into them. And I have been to, as I'm sure most of you will know if you've seen the vlogs, been to Universal Orlando and visited the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which I have to say is done superbly.
Yeah.
The attention to detail is amazing. Even if you're a fan of the films, or even the details in the books that they didn't put in the films are in the themed lands. So absolutely fantastic. And there is so much Harry Potter merchandise out there now, but I have a little collection. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Show off your little friend first.
So this is Bramble.
This is Bramble,
Bramble
yay.
Badger, and of course the symbol of Hufflepuff House is the badger, because they are very docile and placid until somebody starts on them, and then they will go for you. So that would be me. I have to say, when I got sorted on Pottermore.com, which is now WizardingWorld.com, I was utterly convinced I was going to be a Gryffindor. Completely convinced. And I ended up in Hufflepuff. And to start with, I was a little bit put out. But when I then read the personality traits and... well, what's the word? What's the word? Help me out. Characteristics of a Hufflepuff. It is actually pretty much me. But even though J.K. Rowling herself says we all have traits of every house, but one we will veer to, and yeah, it's Hufflepuff. So, the first one I have is a throw blanket. This was from Primark.
Good old Primark.
Good old Primark. And is that round the right way?
Yep.
Pretty sure. No, it's not. That way round. There we go. Ta-da! It
Cool.
is so soft. It's like having a cloud on top of you. So that is super. That was a Christmas present from Pete. As was, also from Primark, I've got a notebook.
Yeah, very cool.
So, and I think the page is inside. This will be a travel journal when we get to...
Oh, yeah, it's got...
when we get travelling again. It's got the Hogwarts crest. Now, Primark for Harry Potter merch can be a bit dicey.
Hit and miss.
They'll always have Gryffindor. They'll sometimes have Slytherin. But Harry Potter and Ravenclaw, you've just got to be in there on a good day, really.
Yeah.
A couple of other bits of clothing that came from Primark. Not currently, I have to say. I've got quite this sort of plain t-shirt, but I like that. I like that. That's cool.
Stitched in that, isn't it?
Yes.
There.
And similarly, a sweatshirt.
Nice and stripy.
Yep. And some socks from Primark. Now, I don't think Primark have got these exact socks anymore, but they've got stacks of Harry Potter socks. So again, with the crest on.
Yeah.
Gotta love a crest.
You haven't worn them yet, have you?
Well, I think when we went to Universal last year.
Right.
Yeah. And a cap, which I did wear to Universal last year.
That's corduroy as well, isn't it, that cap?
Very comfy cap, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that.
So Primark upped their game for a while, didn't they?
They really did, yes. It's gone off the boil a little bit now, but of course we've had lockdown and supplies have stopped, so maybe nearer Christmas things will pick up again. Right, and some recent purchases. Oh, the lovely Bibbidi Bobbidi candle, if you've seen my hauls before, has Hogwarts House candles. These are still available. They're on Etsy, and each has their own particular smell to the house, as Jasmine, who runs Bibbidi Bobbidi, envisages them to be. So Hufflepuff being lovely and nice people, this one smells of apple pie and custard.
All right. Not roast beef and mustard then?
Why would it smell of roast beef and mustard?
Because it rhymes.
It does smell nice. And inside there's little
sparkles, isn't it?
broomsticks and wizards hats.
Yep.
Inside. And on the front it says, those patient Hufflepuffs are true and unafraid of toil. So yeah, we'll get around to burning that eventually. Ears Ever After had to get in there somewhere, didn't they? So Natasha's got some accessories for the Hogwarts houses on her site at the moment. Not ears, of course, because it's not Disney, but she's got scrunchies, bows, and headbands such as this, but this is a sequin one. But yep, and that's the Hogwarts. The Hufflepuff fabric. I don't know if that. Yep.
Yeah.
Fabulous. And similar, it's the same fabric, but this came today. I've got this lovely pouch. I could use this for makeup or pens or whatever. And this came from Once Upon a Seam. If I just do that.
Yep.
On Etsy. I will put a link to the products you can still buy. I will put the websites in the description of this vlog. And this is the same material as the scrunchie. The Hogwarts Hufflepuff. Yellowness.
Yellow and orange, sort of two types of yellow stripe, isn't it?
Yes.
It's almost orange, isn't it?
Yeah, almost. Matches. And this is another thing Pete bought me. I think this came from Boots. Would that be right?
Oh, I can't remember.
At Christmas, it's a Hufflepuff makeup palette, which I still haven't used. The cellophane's still on because we've been in lockdown. We've not been getting out, have we? So that is really
Kind
lovely.
of the Hufflepuff colours, isn't it?
I will use it when we're allowed out properly again. And you may have seen on a recent vlog these two very lovely bracelets that I bought from CaseysCircus on Etsy. And one of them has different spells engraved onto it. And a broomstick.
Very cool.
So you can, these days, you can Hufflepuff or house yourself up as much or as little as you wish.
Kind of an alternative charm bracelet to wear at Universal, isn't it?
Yes. Yes,
About your Disney Pandora on.
And the last thing is, I have the chocolate frog card. So at Universal last year, they were selling chocolate frog in a proper tin, not a cardboard one.
Yeah.
And in the tin came every card. So you've got all 4 house founders and Dumbledore. And there's Helga Hufflepuff.
Move it side to side. I think she moves, doesn't she?
Does that pick up?
It's hard to tell, isn't it?
Sort of.
Okay.
And on the back it does say Helga Hufflepuff. Medieval. One of the 4 celebrated founders of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Helga Hufflepuff was particularly famous for dexterity at food-related charms. Many recipes traditionally served at Hogwarts feasts originated with Helga. So
there you go.
And the Hufflepuff common room is never ever seen in the films, or it's not really mentioned in the books. That's because it wasn't intringent to the intringent, is that the word? To the plot. And J.K. Rowling has said it's just because it wasn't mentioned in the books, it's no less real to her. And she said it's down by the kitchens. It's you can only get in there by tapping on the barrels by the door. No intruder. Anyone from not Hufflepuff House has not been in there for centuries. And because Professor Sprout is head of our house, it's got lots of magical plants and flowers in there, lots of brass, copper pots and pans, and it's very cosy and lots of natural light in there, so it sounds lovely. Just a shame it never got seen. But that is my collection of Hufflepuff gear. So please let me know in the comments, what house are you? Were you happy with your choice of house that the sorting hat put you in? Were you not? Did you embrace what house you were given? And Mr. Peter, what house are you?
Hufflepuff.
We have 2 puffs in this house because we are patient, loyal and hard-working, apparently. No, we are pretty much, aren't we? I'd say that's a fair comment. And and I have been to the tour up at Leavesden, the movie making tour of the sets and the costumes and whatnot. I've been up there 3 times. I was hoping to get up this year. No. Hoping to get up there next year with a friend of mine who's also a big Harry Potter fan and also a Hufflepuff. So, all the Hufflepuffs you know, we're in the best house, but you know. I've embraced it, and to be honest, yellow is not my favourite colour, so I have had to embrace wearing the yellow. But Gryffindor I am not. But yes, let me know, how did you get into watching Harry Potter? Have you read the books? Did you just read the films? I'd love to know.
Read the films.
Read the films?
Watch the films.
Well, the books and the films are very, very different. And I know some people get upset that the films are very different to the books, but I look at them as adaptations.
Yeah, definitely.
And go by the books, really. So, yes. So let me know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed this very short vlog. Please give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.